Hello guys, welcome to the video. So in this video we'll solve the question next greater element 1. Alright, so the prerequisite of this question is next greater element to the right question, because we will solve the logic for this question and we will take help from the code of next greater element to the right. So if you have not solved that question, you have to first solve that question, then only you will be able to understand this question. So firstly I will make you understand what's the input inside the question, then we will understand. First we will understand how, and before that we will understand what is the question, then how to solve it, then we will implement it. All right, so this is the flow of the video. So what's now? We are given two inputs inside this question. These two inputs are given inside this question. First is nums array and second is queries array. So what is nums array and queries array? Nums array is a normal array of numbers for which we have to find some values, and the values are next greater element to the right values. All right, so I will part this out and I'll write. So I will create a next greater element to the right array and put the values inside it. So for 1, next greater element to the right is 3. For 3, next greater element to the right is 4. For 4, next greater element to the right is nothing, so it's -1. And for 2, similarly, there is nothing greater than 2 on the right side, so it's -1. Alright. So what's now? If we created next greater to the element right array. So why we needed this? Why we needed to create this? What's the basic question? The question is, we just have to find next greater element to the right of these numbers inside this array, of these numbers inside this array. It's very simple. I'm thinking that you are understanding it. We have to find the next greater element to the right for 4, 1, 2, but not in this array, not in this array, in this array, nums array. All right. So what's the next greater element to the right? I will create an answer array and write what's the next greater element to the right of 4. So next greater element to the right of 4 is 1. Next greater element to the right of 1 is 3. Next greater element to the right of 2 is -1. Alright, so this is our final answer. So how we will pursue it now? So firstly, the first step is to create a next greater element to the right array. Alright, so this is our first step. But now we have to place the values in front of these nums array. So how can we place the values in front of this nums array? We have to create a hash map for it. Alright, so we will create a hash map for this thing, hash map, and the keys are 1, 3, 4, 2. Keys are the values of nums array. All right, keys are the values of num array. So these are keys and these are values. So the keys are 1, 3, 4, 2, and values for this are the values of next greater element to the right. So the value for 1 is 3, for 3 is 4, for 4 is -1, for 2 is -1. All right, so we have these four values for these 4 keys. And now what we have to do, we just have to create an answer array, and then we have to find these values inside these keys in the hash map. And for that we have to get the values of it. We have to get the values of it, and we have to get the values of it. So for 4, I will get the value as -1. For 1, the key is 1 and the value is 3. So I have to get the value of 1 is 3, and for 2, the value is -1. Alright, so I hope you understood till now. And there are some constants also for this question. So I will place it here and write some constants. There are constants given inside this question, and the constants are: 1, that this nums array is distinct array. It means there is no value repeating inside this array. All values are unique in this array. Alright. Second, all the values of query array are inside the nums array. All the values of query array are inside the nums array. So all values of query array are placed inside nums array. I hope you understood this. Alright. Because we have to find the values that are given inside the nums array only. Alright. So it's logical that all the values inside the query array are given inside the nums array. Alright. So now we will solve the code in Java, and I will explain you by solving again. So what is our first step? What is our first step? Our first step was to find next greater element to the right. Our second step is to create a hash map. Our third step is to place the values inside the hash map. Our fourth step is to create an answer array, and our fifth step is to place the values inside the answer. Alright, so I will place it like this. Our first step is create a ngr, next greater to the right array. So I will create it ngr array, and inside this I will call the function next greater right, so that it will get the values which are on the right side. Alright, what's the second step? Second step is to create a hash map. So I will write it, create a hash map, and I will create it here, hash map integer, because both keys and values are integer. That's why I am creating the hash map of integer and integer keys and values, and is empty new hash map. Alright, so now it's created. What's the third step? Third step was to fill hash map. So fill hash map. Alright, so how we will fill hash map? I will place a loop from 0 till nums dot length, and I will increment it, and inside this what I will do, I will place the values inside this, mp dot put nums I as keys and ngr I as values. Alright, so now what's the next step? Next step is to create an answer array. Create a answer array. Alright, so how we'll create it? Write answer new int, and what's the size of answer array? Query dot length, because all the answers are values of query array only. Alright, that's why the size of query array and answer array is same. What's the next step? Fill the answer array. Alright, so now I will fill the answer array. So how I will fill it? I will place a loop from I from 0 till query dot length and increment it, and after increment what I have to do? I have to fill it. So I will write answer I, and how will I get the value from hash map? It's very simple. I have to just write the name of the hash map, get query and the value. So I will write the key here and get the value of it. Alright, get the value of it and place it inside the answer array. Then I will return my answer. Alright, so I hope this code will run. So I will click on run. Let's see what happens. Alright, so it got accepted and the answer is -1, 3, -1. So now we will submit it and see if it gets the correct answer. All right. So yeah, we got the correct answer. So I hope you understood this video. If you understood this video, please like, share and subscribe our channel, and we will meet in the next video. Till then, take care. Thank you.